let's get into it. What am I talking about here? Doge staffer Big Balls was beaten in brutal attempted carjacking. Now, so to clarify here, Big Balls was not himself the victim of this carjacking. He actually rushed to the aid of a woman who was being surrounded by 8 individuals, and they were trying to carjack her. And he stepped in and stopped them, or at least tried to, and he was left badly beaten, like really badly beaten. I don't even know if I could show the images on YouTube. He's alive. I don't think anything was broken, but he was pretty badly beat. A former Department of Government Efficiency Doge employee nicknamed Big Balls was reportedly badly beaten in an attempted carjacking. Edward Coristine was left bloodied by the attack in Washington, D.C. early on Sunday morning when he is said to have been set upon by thugs after trying to protect a young woman. Donald Trump, the U.S. president, called Mr. Coristine an incredible man and threatened to take federal control of the capital city unless its council tackled violent crime. Guys, we're talking about the capital of the strongest place in the world. You should not have crimes like this in the capital city. Do you think the capital city in the Hunger Games had crimes like this? No way, man. We should not have crimes like this. And if the local government is unable to crack down on this, because sure, this is one incident, but this is a much larger issue in all major cities, really. But our capital specifically should not have crimes like this. They just outright, you should not have crime like this in the capital city. So if the federal government, if Donald Trump needs to step in and take control to get things under control, so be it. I think he should. Mr. Cornstein came to prominence earlier this year following reports of his alleged connection to cybercrime groups, raising concerns about his access to sensitive data held by the U.S. government. He has not commented on the allegations. His nickname Big Balls comes from a name the teenager used on social media and the LinkedIn profiles. The 19-year-old who previously had an X account called Edward Big Baller. Burping. Preposterous, inconceivable. Yeah, those are some other words I can use in exchange of crazy. Musk brain chip company. I skipped ahead. He previously had an account on X called Edward Big Baller. He had been handpicked to work for Doge after interning at Neuralink with Mr. Musk's brain chip company. I don't know why they say it like that. Yeah, he was interning at Neuralink, and then Big Balls, he got hired to go work for Doge. So, good on him. My friend Big Balls is a hero. Edward protected a young woman from an attempted carjacking by 8 thugs near Duport Circle. Violence like this in the heart of D.C. is completely unacceptable. This is from Marco Alez, a fellow Doge staffer. He claimed on social media that Mr. Coristine had been attacked at an area in northwest Washington. Mr. Alez, who was briefly sacked from Doge over a race. Okay, the racist comments are irrelevant. No one cares. He showed shirtless here. So this is the image of Big Balls after the attack. As you can see, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this on YouTube. There is quite a bit of blood, but there's no open wounds, maybe except on his face. But we're going to move past that because I don't want to get hit by YouTube. So there you go. You guys saw it. And yeah, Big Balls living up to his name, that's for sure. Sources confirmed to the Washington Post that Mr. Cornstein, who is now a senior advisor at the State Department and Department of Homeland Security, had been injured after intervening in an attempted carjacking. Wow. He's now a senior advisor to the State Department and the Department of Homeland Security. So he no longer works at Doge. I mean, Doge is going to be winding down here soon anyway. He directly works for the State Department and the Department of Homeland Security as a senior advisor, and he just got beaten by 8 thugs in the Capitol trying to protect the woman. That's insane. Inconceivable. Mr. Trump posted the photograph on his Truth Social platform on Tuesday, declaring that crime in Washington was totally out of control and saying that 14-year-olds should be prosecuted as adults. In some circumstances, yeah, I agree. Some of the violent crimes that we've seen perpetrated by younger teenagers, yeah, some of them should absolutely be tried as adults, the kind of actions that they're taking. The most recent victim was beaten mercilessly by thugs. Washington, D.C. must be safe, clean, and beautiful for all Americans, and importantly, for the world to see. Absolutely, guys. Think about how many foreign, politicians and advisors and stuff visit D.C. for all sorts of reasons. You can't have crime like this in our capital city. What does it look like to the other countries? It makes it look like we can't handle our own crime. We can't handle our own crime in our own capital. If DC doesn't get its act together and quickly, we will have no choice but to take federal control of the city and run this city how it should be run and put criminals on notice that they're not going to get away with it anymore. Perhaps this should have been done a long time ago. Then this incredible young man and so many others would not have to go through the horror of violent crime. If this continues, I'm going to exert my powers and federalize this city. And Donald Trump has the power to do so. I mean, he absolutely can and should if the local government doesn't step up. Mr. Musk, the head of the Doge, okay, whatever. He did not name Mr. Coristine, but said a Doge team member ran to help a young woman from a gang of about a dozen young men who were attempting to assault her in her car. He ran to defend her and was severely beaten to the point of concussion, but he saved her. Yeah, big props, big balls on this kid. Amazing stuff. Not everyone would do that. This isn't your typical guy. Not everyone would run and fight 8 dudes to protect somebody. Not everyone would. I would hope that everyone would. Even though he got beat, he got his ass whooped, but at least he ran to her defense. I just hope that the woman got out unscathed as well. And if she did, it's all thanks to him. So big props to big balls. But with that, we're gonna move on to the next story. Let's read some of your guys' chats. Killing It Sense, he said, I respect big balls for a lot for this. However, why is our advisor attempting to protect a woman? Where is his security? That's a good question. If he is an advisor at such a high level, shouldn't he have some sort of protection? And if there was protection with him, did they not step in to help? That's a good question. And I agree. He definitely should have protection, especially going forward if this is the kind of circumstances he's going to find himself in. But again, good on him. Good on him for this. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Would you guys have ran in? Would you have ran in to fight 8 people? I would like to think that I would have. But who knows? Who knows? You never really know until you're actually in that circumstance.